MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the one-game National League Wild Card playoff between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What's important for this lineup as they look to earn a berth into the division series, Harold?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
David Price gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Cardinals. And I'm looking at David Freese. You know, this guy's really transformed his game. Early on, nice third baseman. Then he was able to play a little first base and kept himself in the big leagues a little bit longer than most people expected.
Digging in now, Carlos Baez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, Carlos Baez.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Price ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now Price is 1-2. Hit to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And a reach here, but this gets past him. And this one could be trouble. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Here's Juan Lagares. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. Looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, if there's any game, Matt, that's important to score that first run, this is it. The wild card game, if you can drive in a run and get that lead early, man, all the pressure goes on the other team. This is a big moment.
So we got him looking there. Juan Lagares goes down for the first out of the game. Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch. That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Digging in, Michael Conforto. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Here's Price now on 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Late that time for a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now you might be able to get away with it in the first inning, guys.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. H, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Yu Darvish is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. HR, what's the word on him?
This guy's been a very reliable, successful big league start. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. He gets the ball every time you ask him, doesn't complain. I like his attitude, and I'm wondering if he gives the other team a little attitude today. All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Mets. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that station standard baseball.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle to his left. Baez throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So striding forward now, Aledmus Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one. Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in at second base with a first inning double.
Well, there's so many things that came into that. He made an adjustment, choked up on the bat, couldn't quite get that ball in on him, and he's strong enough to fight it off and throw it out there for the base hit. I love the adjustment.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike one.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Darvish pauses. Here comes the first pitch. David Freese stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.